The Content Creators University is a show that airs every single week, but I want to connect with you. I want you to go ahead and download my mobile application. If you have an iPhone, go ahead and download my app called JP Hightek TV right now onto your phone. If you have a TV, a smart TV, my app is also available on your Roku TV, right? Go ahead and download JP Hightek TV on your Roku TV or your Amazon Fire TV right now, and let's connect together, right? I want you to grow with me. I want us to grow together. If you love podcasts, I'm also happy to tell you that the Content Creators University is available syndicated across every podcast platform. Apple Podcasts, Audible, Google Podcasts, you name it, we are there. Spotify and all of that. Go ahead and download it, listen to it, and do me a favor. If you appreciate what we're doing, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Leave me a review on any of those podcast platform or mobile application platform. Let me know if any of the hard work that we're putting into this community, this broadcast, this podcast is helping you. If you appreciate all the amazing guests that we're bringing onto the platform to share their expertise with you. This is a lot of work, family, and I'm doing all this in order for you to be able to grow your business the right way, leveraging content creation. Thanks so much, and if you appreciate what we do, go ahead as well subscribe to the YouTube channel JP Hightek Reviews. Follow me personally if you want to, connect with me on all social media, and the handle is at JP Hightek. I love connecting. Like I always say, network is the new currency. So I want to see you online. I want to connect with you, and I want to hear from you. Let's grow together. Be safe, like I always say. See you next time. Shalom. Peace. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Content Creators University Season 5. You guys already know how we do it. I'm so excited that we're back with another season, jam-packed. I repeat, jam-packed with a lot of guests, right? For you guys, and you guys know, if you're familiar with these podcasts, with this show, every single week what we do here is we come here and we bring one of the best minds, right? Leaders in their field, leaders in the things that they do. They come here to teach you and I how to really rethink our approach in regards to business and in regards to leveraging technology to grow in our businesses, right? And talking about season 5, family, you guys know is going to be a whole lot of guests that are coming, and they're, ready to share their expertise with you. They're ready to come and to really, connect with you guys. So if you're not, familiar with what we do here, I want to encourage you to, connect with us here, because every single Tuesday or Wednesday, we will be live right here with the things that are coming. So I encourage you, right? Do not hesitate. Go ahead and, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, depending on where you're listening to this from, in case you're on LinkedIn or, your Facebook or a mobile application, or you're on Roku TV, what have you. Know that we have our YouTube platform here, channel, which is JP Hightek Reviews. Go ahead, come and connect with us here. We would love for you to come and connect with us. Now, this show, right, family, it is both listeners and sponsor supported. So one thing that we do is we always share the news. We have to talk about our sponsors. And after that, we bring our guests onto the stage. You guys saw during the countdown, they're here, they're ready, and they can't wait to come here so that we can break bread. We have a whole lot of folks joining us right now. Let me know in the comment section where you're joining us from so we can give you a shout out right after this intro. Stay with me, family. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is Todd.
Hi.
This is Todd's mom.
Hi.
In a moment, Todd's mom will read her son's internet browsing history.
What?
Aloud, please.
No.
Supermodels on trampolines.com. Why don't girls like me? How to overcome an overbearing mother.
Okay, cut.
If you wouldn't want mom looking through your web history, why would you let hackers, ad companies, or your internet and cellular provider do the same thing?
Why does my junk burn?
They can track and record everything you do online, but not if you have ExpressVPN.
Why did you buy a $200 ninja outfit?
For fighting.
ExpressVPN apps keep your activity and identity private while you browse, stream, email, or download. Protect all of your devices with just one click.
Are my hands small?
Okay, I'm done. You guys are all terrible people.
ExpressVPN. Take back your privacy today.
All right, family, let's go ahead and jump into the news here. And I'm looking at everything here. Looks like we're having some slight technical issues, but I've updated some things here. So let me know in the comment section how things are coming through. Talking about news, family, the very first thing that I want to let you guys know is, the Premium Video Mastery 101 with JP is not open, family. So if you're looking to connect with me, if you're looking to really leverage your video platform, right, or video to grow your business, and you need help with that, or you're watching the things that we're doing here and you're like, I need some serious help. I'm ready to invest in my company. I'm ready, to take the next jump and really do things differently. As we know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So we do not want to be doing the same thing. And if you need help from me, right, if you want to get in the private room with me, well, guess what? All you have to do is go to the website, jphightek.com/video mastery. jphightek.com/video mastery is where you want to go. And once you go there, family, let's connect. Let's go ahead and see how to help you. And this is private. Why? Because there's no one solution set for everyone, right? We all have different needs in regards to our businesses. We all have different target audience, and we all have different levels we're at in regards to leveraging technology to really impact and dominate with video. So again, the website to go to is jphightek.com/video mastery. Now, talking about the news, we also have, other things available for you. If you didn't know, we have our community, and the name of the community is Content Creators University, of course. And all you have to do is go to the website, contentcreatorsuniversity.com. contentcreatorsuniversity.com is the community you want to go to so you can connect with us. Now, of course, another things that we have going on here for you guys is ExpressVPN. Now, ExpressVPN is, offering you guys free 3-month, right? All you have to do is go to the website, expressvpn.com/JP Hightek. expressvpn.com/JP Hightek is the place to go. Go ahead and go there. And I'm looking at the comment section. They said, JP don't broke the internet. Hey, we're going to carry through. Hey, these are the type of things that happen whenever you go live. You just got to keep going, and hopefully it stabilizes itself in case some of you guys are having some issues with the stream. And let me know where you're watching it from so that we can keep that in mind for the future. All right. All right, let's continue here with the news. Again, expressvpn.com/JP Hightek is the place that you want to go to. And of course, family, if you're like, yo, I really want to broadcast my content, right, on Roku TV, just like JP is doing, well, you want to go to rtnstreams.com, right? rtnstreams.com is where you want to go. And once you go there, you'll be able to broadcast your stream simultaneously, on Roku TV, just like I am doing. And so, hey, that is a solution. There's no secret. If you know how to upload a video to YouTube, you know how to do this that I am doing right now. Family, let's keep the comments coming. I'm about to give all of you guys some shout outs right now. And finally, our sponsor, new sponsor that decided to attach their image to us here, is called Jara Finance, JaraFinanceAcademy.com. We already know how finance the economy is now, right? And so if we want our money to be working for us, well, we want to go to Jara Finance Academy, because if we're just saving our money in our bank account, well, inflation is going to beat you. And we don't want to do that, right? All right, so family, let's go. I appreciate the comment. Robert Kennedy said, seems to be better now. Yeah, I actually have a backup Wi-Fi here. And so what I'm doing is I just switched to my backup internet. It's still hardwired here. And I believe that's going to kick in, and that should improve what we have going on here. All right. So let me know in the comment section. We're here. We have backup to our backups, right? We've been doing this for a minute. So rest assured, I got your back, family. This show is not going anywhere, and we are on the road. All right. And so now I am ready to bring our guests onto the stage. They're ready. And so we're about to roll the intro. And right after the intro, they're coming. Let's go. All right, all right, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're
All
ready.
right, all right, all
We,
right.
we
Hey,
we thrive in adversity, brother. We thrive in adversity. This was actually a good thing, right? Because folks can see in this live stream digital content creation game go through issues, and the fact that you were able to do some things behind the scenes. So, I mean, this is a good thing. That we don't
right.
want it to be perfect, right? You want to have a little bit of hiccup every now and then, so you can learn, tell people what we did and what you did to fix it.
Exactly.
Good
Well,
stuff.
I'm glad that we're talking about it. Of course, these are the type of things that happen whenever you're live, right? And so what I did, I have a backup to my internet, right? So I do not just I have a dual connection coming to my computer, and I have one as a relay backup in case the initial one is having problems. And so what was going on is I noticed that the initial one was acting up, so I went ahead and switched to the backup and removed the initial one, and it takes about a minute 60 seconds to kick in, and so it's kicking in, and so we're good. And we have one of our speakers as well backstage waiting that will be coming in a little bit. But let me go ahead and give a shout out to all the folks that are here with us, man. We have a whole lot of folks in the comment section. Shout out to you, Tech Troublemaker. What's good, brother? What's good? Thanks for joining us here. I see Stream Elements. We appreciate your presence here. Look at that, Richard from LinkedIn. Richard from LinkedIn. What's good, brother? Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here. Look at that, Dan, the honest accomplice. What's going on? What's going on, family? We are here excited for you guys, and also we do have my man, the one and only Chris Stone. Hey, Chris. From LinkedIn as well. Thank you. If you guys have any question while we're having our conversation, let us know in the comment section. That's no problem at all. DB, hey DB, or Debbie, should I say, right? Debbie Prediger, what's good? Thanks for joining us here. We're really excited that you guys are in the comment section. And of course, I cannot start without mentioning my man. You guys know who I'm talking about. The one and only Robert Kennedy III. What's good?
Yes.
What's good? Let me make this comment bigger so that we can see better right there. Yep. What's good, brother? Thanks for being here in the comment section. We have so much to talk about. And look at my man, the fireplace. And if you see right there's a box with the name Keith Pelzer that's not here. He's one of our guests that's going to be coming in a little later tonight. So relax. Don't worry, family. He'll be here. All right. Nothing to worry about. He'll be here. We have a lot to talk about. And so relax. We good. Let's get the party going. All right. So the first thing that I want to do here, of course, is have you guys introduce yourselves, right? I can do it, but you guys can do a better job than me introducing yourself. So I will start with the queen of the place, of course. And so that is, you already know, Tanya Smith. And Tanya, I love what you do. And so I want to encourage you to go ahead and introduce yourself to the folks that are just discovering you for the first time. Take it away, please.
Thank you so much for spotlighting me on your stage once again, JP, and all the incredible guests that are here and all the folks that are in the comment section. My name is Tanya Smith, and I am a video marketing strategist and business coach. I have been, running my own live stream show for the past couple of years called Stream Like a Boss TV. I'm also the CEO and founder of Notice with Video LLC. And the focus for me is working with entrepreneurs, mostly coaches, consultants, course creators, so people who are in service provider businesses, helping you to leverage live stream marketing so that you can serve more people, stand out online, and sell more of your services. So it's an honor to be here, and I'm super excited to talk about the topic we're covering tonight.
I appreciate you, Tanya. Thank you so much for taking the time to introduce yourself so eloquently. Yes, of course, the queen of video, I call you. You do amazing things, and thank you. I really appreciate that. All right, let's move on to the next guest, the one and only James. What's good, James?
What it do? Don't make me follow Tanya, man. That's hard. Oh, my goodness. Okay. After she came through, and now I got to show up with my little stuff, man. Hey, JP, You're doing it again. Appreciate you for the invite, though, brother. Let me get focused, right? Let me get focused.
Yes, sir. Take a minute, introduce yourself for the folks that are discovering you for the first
Listen,
time.
yeah,
Please.
folks, James Hicks here, coming from Northern California, founder at Hicks New Media, where we do digital publishing and content creation. I pit myself at the intersection of business and technology, right? So with a goal of enlightening, entertaining, and educating. So I'm just out here talking about consumer technology, enterprise technology, and how solopreneurs, entrepreneurs can utilize these various aspects as they go out and create content for themselves and for their communities. So it's a continuing, evolving industry, continuing, evolving conversation, and I'm just again thrilled to be part of this roundtable tonight.
It is an honor to have you. All right. Thank you so much, James. We appreciate you. It is an honor to have you here on the panel tonight. And of course, I'm going to kick it up to my man, Keith. Hey, Keith, what's good, brother? Excited that you're here. Honored that you're on the panel tonight. Go ahead and take a minute. Introduce yourself, man, to the folks that discover you.
Hey, thanks for having me. Just Keith Pelzer. I guess the word is content creator. It's getting played, but just a person that loves entertainment, digital technology. I am a producer, songwriter. Just got out of pastoring and had to figure it out in the pandemic. So I use all of my technical influences and musical creativity and put it into content creation and digital art, all that stuff. And that's where we are today. I'm glad to be on this panel with the one and only JP Hightek. Great people.
Appreciate you, man. The honor is all ours here. Thank you so much for coming through. And finally, let me see if my man, Kevin Kolbe, can hear me. Hey, Kevin, go ahead, man. Let us make sure we can hear you.
Yeah. So Kevin Kolbe here. I'm a content creator. YouTube is my thing, but I've yet to call myself a YouTuber. Maybe one day I will when I get young. I am an author. I ended up writing a book. Go figure. And I'm also a coach, a podcaster, and a dad. And I love creating content. My message is really simple. I just like to help people get into and do more with video because it has been a blessing in my life for a long time. So I like to help others do it too.
Fantastic. Yep. And video speaks volume. You know, video is just, you know, the main statement to make, right? When it comes to content creation. And so I love that you wrote a book to actually provide folks with some insight and strategies on how they can do that. Book is available on Amazon. Family, go ahead and support him. Get the book today. Pretty cool stuff, man. I'm proud of you. Bestseller right now. Congratulations, man. It's really amazing. And it's your first book.
Thanks,
and
man.
You hit the home run, man. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into today's conversation, gentlemen. And of course, we're talking about AI, right? Like how to really leverage AI to grow our company. And so left and right today, we see AI everywhere. I mean, you cannot be in technology and not hear the word AI, right? AI is everywhere. And so we want to talk about it because we have some apprehensions. We have some fear. We have some folks that are a little lost. We have some confusion here and there. I mean, you name it. We have all kinds of feeling. Different folks have different feeling about it. And now as professionals here that actually use technology in our everyday businesses, right? Which is why I've invited you guys on the panel today to discuss that. And the first question that I have is, according to you, what are the key ways that AI is currently in your industry transforming businesses? And I'm gonna go with Tanya. I know personally Tanya uses AI. So, hey, Tanya, in the industry you're in, how have you seen AI really blessing companies or helping companies achieve more or transforming the face of businesses today?
I think AI is absolutely, it has both sides. It's a blessing and it's some other things too, but I'll talk about the blessing part in response to your question. I have seen it give people who otherwise would not have access to knowledge and information. It gives access more affordably. It gives them that access to be able to research and to do their homework so that the content they're already creating can improve. I think shouldn't replace our knowledge, but I think that it can supplement and complement. And I think it's done that very well for those businesses that have embraced it for themselves and said, hey, I'm going to use this in a positive way to enhance what I'm already doing. So lots and lots of ways that it can be a positive, in my opinion.
Yes, and I love that you're saying that, and I also know that James uses AI as well because I've watched some of your reels, James, where you've transcribed some podcasts, right? Literally using that. Tell me, how has that been an asset, right? Using as a content creator yourself, and you're leveraging the power of AI to really allow you to, create more content, or how you're approaching it, and how has that been so far, adopting that philosophy into your business?
Yeah, good question. And I'll piggyback a little bit off of what Tanya was saying as well, right? This technology is here, right? It's not going anywhere. It's only going to continue to proliferate as well. So we definitely need to embrace and leverage this technology, not let it overshadow and overtake that creative aspect of who it is and what it is that we're doing and the communities that we're looking to serve. So I use artificial intelligence, various platforms, to Perplexity.ai, ChatGPT, whatever the case may be, really as where I want to take the overall messaging. So again, it's the old school encyclopedias, right? That's really what it is right now. Having all of this information available to us readily, instantaneously, and then building off of that. What I have done in my usage of AI, generative AI versus traditional AI, is content that's produced, because I don't want to sound like a robot. I don't want to sound very generic. I want to have the different fluctuations, and y'all know me, when I get online, I start doing the jazz hands and stuff like that. So I want that emotion in the content that I put out. So again, I'll use AI tools and platforms. I'll provide it with that prompt, with that initial information that I want to put out, but then ad lib, edit, and influence that framework and that foundation from the artificial intelligence platform that I'm utilizing. So leverage it. Don't be afraid of it, but know where it makes sense to actually implement it as well.
See, I love that you said that. And that is like, the key factor there, because some people will tell you, well, and literally, believe it or not, yesterday I was watching an interview between, Tanya and another amazing gentleman. I'm not going to say the name, but on Stream Like a Boss TV. And he was sharing his apprehension or his feeling in regards to AI, right? And so it's funny. I just came across a video and started watching the podcast. And I'm like, yes, there is the human aspect of it. And there is the relationship aspect that we have in a healthy relationship with technology. And I'm wondering, isn't that the fact that because it's a new, right? It's new, right? It's a new solution that everybody's jumping onto. Isn't that what's creating not real chaos, but the huge conversation surrounding it? Hey, Kevin, what's your intake on really relying on AI or using the power of AI to help boost our businesses that we have today?
Yeah, the thing is, AI's been around longer than I think the media started talking about it. The media loves to get on the hot thing, and everybody's talking about it like AI just started a few weeks ago. I mean, Grammarly, I don't know how long Grammarly's been around, but that's kind of an AI thing. And so my thing is, I think we use AI sometimes without even thinking about it. A tool that says, "Oh, this is AI driven." Everybody, I mean, Google, and I love Bard. I use Bard probably more than T for ideation and maybe formatting. And I mean, Google, was even slower, it seems, in rolling it out. So to me, it's, from a, I run my own business of one, but it's just another tool I can use, whether I want to pay for it sometimes or use it for free, to just help me maybe create or save time or something like that. And I love playing with it just to see what it'll do sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I like that. Now, I have a question for you. I appreciate the answer, Kevin. I have a question for you, Keith. How do you think small or to medium businesses can really start implementing, especially the ones that are like, yo, I don't know anything about this thing. I have an apprehension. I don't trust it, because there are some small businesses that will tell me personally, right? That they don't trust this, right? I work with a lot of ministries, right? Photographers, content creators. Some of them like they don't trust it. They rather, right, use the human component because it said that it has more emotion, it understands better, what needs to be delivered, right? And you are, a content creator, and you also understand the use of technology, and you also in ministry. So what would you tell a small business or somebody that has that apprehension? What would be your philosophy in regards to the use of AI?
2 words: authenticity with automation, right? Um, AI is about intelligence, automate something for us, and mass does it. So I totally agree with what everybody said, especially what Kevin was just saying. AI has been around for a minute. So you push a button, you copy, you paste across 18 pictures, right? That's a form of artificial intelligence where you don't go to each picture that you're doing and fix it. Or like James does his reels, you and the thing gives it back to you. That's artificial intelligence, right? That saves you time from doing it. But Swiss just put out a statement. He says he predicts that artificial intelligence is going to push people back to authenticity. And the thing is, I've never actually used automation to be patient. You have to be the creator, the automator, right? So the automation is it all. If you let, you can jump on AI, but you're going to run out because that's not really creativity in, because everybody can use it, right? So if everybody's using Chat GPT, we're all relying on what the artificial intelligence is doing, which you can make a business and this, that, and the third. But as everybody gets cluster-funked into it, they're going to look for authenticity. So you have to find out what everybody's not doing, right, to do it, and that causes creativity.
There's more good than there is bad coming from these particular platforms and particular neural networks and these learning models and things of that nature. It really should cause folks to be more conscious and cognizant of their input into society. Sometimes you got to have some casualties of engagement, but what should do is actually, again, consciously tell folks to be more involved in learning, be involved in the evolution, be involved in how this technology is touching society. And if you want to be a part of that, if you want to be part of something new, next, growing, evolving, understand where this technology is and where it's going and be a part of that. Because again, like we all said at the beginning, it's not going anywhere. It's here. Right. So,
and we cannot be afraid of it. We cannot have a bad thoughts about it, right? It's just a tool. We just need to learn to know it better. Here's the thing. I believe you cannot talk about something you don't know. You don't know it. You can't just judge, something based on what you heard somebody say. Have you tried it? What have you done? And how has it worked for you? Maybe you've tried it and then you didn't understand the tool. The best favorite tools, some of the best favorite tools that I have, I know some folks that are like, they hate it. Why? Because they tried it maybe, and because they didn't really understand the tool itself, they're like, no, this is not it, right? So the foundational element is understanding the tool itself. Second, understanding the application, because there's no one application serve all, right? We all have different needs. What Kevin does is different from what Tanya does, is different from what James or I do. Like, it's different. And so the thing is, what application, how are we applying that to our business, and are we applying it the right way? Now, there's a question here. It is a myth, and I want to see if it's true or false, Kevin. And it says that AI cannot make mistakes. AI is infallible. Some people believe that AI algorithms are error-free. What do you think about that?
I think those people have never used AI for sure, because it's interesting. And I think that's the scary thing. It's easy to just ask AI something and it spits it, go, oh, okay, that's the way it is. And I think it can make mistakes because it's as little as I understand about it. I mean, it's basically just looking at information that's out there. Well, it has to be trained, but it could be, trained the wrong way. It can give you the different things. I mean, I was watching a video with Marquise Brownlee, and he put in something about the iPhone or the Samsung Galaxy, and I mean, he knows phone and tech, and he's reading. He goes, "Yeah, this is right."
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the danger, is that people just take it for face value. But I want to add something too that I think people need to remember, is that as cool as AI can be, and I like it, it still needs a human to tell it what to do. So don't forget that either.
Mm. Did y'all hear what he said? Right? He said, as cool as the technology is, it still needs instruction from a human. It still needs a human to tell it what to do. Then it does it. Drop the mic. Drop the mic, right? I love it. Drop the mic. I mean, that's it right there. Drop the mic, right? This is amazing. Now, some people say that
Yeah.
AI is plug and play. Tanya, they're saying that AI is plug and play. They're saying AI is so easy that you should not overthink it. Simply use it how it comes. You have been using AI. I mean, I've seen you use, even for your live stream, you have a bot like that puts a comment in the chat whenever you're live, right? Welcoming people. Like, you've been using this for a long time before it became so popular. You've been implementing, solutions and strategies in your businesses. How easy is it? Is it mostly plug and play, or does it take some understanding, learning curve to it and stuff? Let us know a little bit.
I think that there's, I always say opportunities, because I think that's really what we're talking about tonight, is an opportunity. AI equals opportunity. I think that it can be plug and play in certain platforms and tools. Like one that I actually use, Claude.ai, is a nice, simple, and easy way to get started, because you literally are talking to a human, like you're giving it the natural language, as they call it, and you're asking it questions. You may even name it and say, "Hey, Claude, what's up? I've got this question, blah blah blah." So it's simple in that regard, but I don't think it's plug and play. And the reason why I say that, if you're going to be strategic and intentional about using artificial intelligence for your business, since that's the focus tonight, if you're using it for your business, you really, just like anything else, need to be intentional and on purpose, meaning we need to take the time to understand what is the right input so we get the output that we need. If we're putting in simple inputs, we're going to get simple outputs. But if we're learning and understanding and taking the time to join organizations, to study books, to listen to people who are experts in creating AI prompts, if we can get to be more expert at putting the right type of prompts in with some thought, and then the follow-ups that we put in are things that'll get us to the answers that we need, then we'll have much better outputs. So it can be plug and play. I mean, you can see it in that way, but I don't think that that's the best way to use it for business. I think that we have to not just assume that it's going to do all the work. We still need to understand what exactly is it that I want to get from this, so that we can then put in more intelligent questions and get the answers that we truly need for our business.
Whoo! Certain answers can only come from experts, right? I mean, family. You got to be an expert. And I always say that being an expert, is somebody that's taken the time to study the subject matter. Okay? This is not freestyling. And these are, concerns, right? Study concern over 1,000 people. They'll be talking about getting surveys about how they feel about AI. And these are the things people are saying, family. And it's important that we address these things, because if over 1,000 people are saying this is their responses. we have some work to do. And they're saying that AI eliminates the need for human expertise. It said because AI think faster than a human. AI has more instant data than a human. AI can provide certain expertise that a human may never think of. So according to most people, AI replaces the need for human expertise. James, jump on this.
How much long math and division and algebra can you do in your head versus going and getting a Texas Instrument calculator? Right? I can barely do my 12 and times 12, but you know, when you start getting more complex in the conversation, right? Come on, stay with me. When you start getting more complex in the conversation, when you start getting more in depth in the need of information, when you got deep weeds and you need to get that information instantaneously. Think about yourself as a surgeon, right? You got somebody on the table and you're working on them. I've never used this analogy, so I don't know where it's going to go. You got 5 other surgeons standing around the table as well, and they're thinking about their past experiences, what they've learned from medical journals and things of that nature, trying to figure out how to fix this issue of whoever is on the table. If you can feed all of this, if you can just feed a prompt to an algorithm and let it sift through all of this information instantaneously, there's nothing bad about that. It can't be seen as that's a bad thing by being able to have access to information instantaneously, readily available as needed. You feed it the prompt, it won't do anything that you don't tell it to do. So if you tell it to go out there and do ill will, negative outcomes or whatever the case may be, then you're probably going to get some results from that. But if you use this platform, if you use this technology for common good and for the right reasons, then I don't see what's wrong with it. Again, I think the analogy that I used about long math, again, how many of us can sit down there with a piece of paper, number 2 pencil, and do, y'all remember the FOIL method, first, outer, inner, last? I remember that. Lord, I'm flashing back tonight. Shouts out to listen, y'all remember some of that stuff right there, huh?
Yes, sir.
If you can do that instantly with a computer program, with an algorithm, with a tool, with something that is built for that specific purpose, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So naysayers, conspiracy theorists, whatever. Come on, let's get on some positivity. Let's find ways of using this information, using these platforms, using this next evolution of technology for good. Because if everyone who came from a 286 to a 386 to a 486 to a Pentium, if we had stopped there, we would never had the M1s and the M2s or the whatever the right? We'd have never had these evolutions of technology to get us to where we want to be. Now we complaining because we streaming at 4K resolution right now. Back in the day, we was at a 9600 baud phone modem. Right. We couldn't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people online streaming out to multiple platforms back in the day. But today, now that we got 5 people online, we streaming to 10 different platforms instantaneously. There's someone out here complaining that, oh, well, it's choppy, it's latent, it's all. Come on now. come. Let's get that perspective and focus in terms of where we are and where we can be. And you utilize these platforms, this technology for its good, as opposed to always looking for that negative aspect. Yeah, there has to be conversation, pros and cons and things like that, but take those head on and don't always look for it to be a hindrance, a setback. All right, I'm sorry. Well,
see, I love your analogies, man. I love the way you put it because you're so real, which is why I love most of the things that your conversations that you have on your platforms, because we got to be real in order to grow. And before I interject, shout out to Garen Bellini. What's good, Garen? Appreciate you joining us here. Thanks for being in the chat. I am Tall Boy. We see you, man. We see all of you guys in the chat. Now, here's the thing. Kevin, don't you think that people are more scared of the unknown? Isn't the fear of the unknown? Isn't the fear of what AI could do?
Oh yeah.
Because as we're discussing, that's what I'm feeling like. People are more afraid of what AI could do in the future instead of just focusing on what AI is doing now. right? And not worry about the future. Isn't that where all this is coming from?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you're scared of what you don't know. People sometimes are, they don't like change. I mean, the reality of it is, I mean, AI doesn't care about you or me. It's a machine. It's data. I mean, James and I can talk. Tanya and I can talk. Keith evidently doesn't like me because he dropped off. I'm just joking. But it's we're afraid of what we don't know. And I think you said it earlier, is that if you haven't used it, then don't sit in judgment. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to talk about my book, but I didn't know anything about writing a book. So I could say it's so easy. And this is one of the hardest things I've done. I also think, though, if people play with AI, however they do it, and it's just not for them, that's okay. That's okay too. It's like YouTube. Not every video has to look like Mr. Beast. Not every video has to look like Rogan. I mean, there's variety is great, and that's huge. The danger is, though, is that we all embrace it and we all put in the same prompt and we all get back the same information and we go, well, look how smart I am. And it's like, create anything, you just told it to do that. So you can get creative with it and still keep the human touch, but try it, and if you don't like it, then just don't use it. I mean, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you heard. Now let's switch the conversation a little bit. Let's have some fun here, right? Because I know this will help a lot of folks out there that are listening to this podcast or watching the stream. I want y'all to share individually, what solution do you use, right? What are the AI solution do you use in your company or to do the amazing things that you do? What's the secret sauce, right? James, Tanya, Kevin, y'all got some secret solutions that you've been using that makes us look amazing. I also have some that I will share, but I want to start with Tanya. Tanya, tell us, give us at least two, right? At least two solutions and how you're using it. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I happened upon this tool called the Marketing Magic app, and it is an excellent dashboard. They're still working out a few glitchy things, but I just pulled it up so I can kind of give you a really quick overview. But the Marketing Magic app, what it does is it basically takes your information about your brand profile, different products, and it creates an entire suite of content based on funnels that you're trying to create for your website, e-commerce, carts, shopping carts, anything that you want, your affiliate programs. It gives you suggestions for different emails. If you're doing a sales sequence, it's amazing. So Marketing Magic app is one of the things that I'm using. And the second one that I use pretty consistently, I mentioned already that Claude AI has been really handy. I still am a ChatGPT user, but I really like the simplicity of Claude. So those are two platforms from an AI perspective that I really like and enjoy using too.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, my man, Keith Pelzer, appreciate you joining us here. Question for you. Give us at least two AI solution that you use, right? So that we can share that with the folks that may want to use the same solution with you to do some of the amazing things that you do. Take it away, brother.
It's kind of crazy. So in photography, I do photography a lot now, and of AI. And the crazy thing is, I'm gonna let people that use AI for photography know. When they first introduced it on beta, it's like people are like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna put a pool in the back of there. I'm gonna be on a beach and throw that in the back. I'm gonna take a picture out in the snow and make myself in summertime or whatever, blah, blah, blah. After a while, it starts to suck, right? So you go back to your creative space and say, the best photography is getting this shot exactly like you want to give it. Do that, you may say, okay, to size it, daggone it, the rail's not long enough in these steps. That's where you use a perimeter on the generative AI just to fill in that one little spot the whole picture says, this is my creation. I didn't just say, I'm gonna just stand on a mountain, shoot a picture, and then be anywhere in Bali or something like that. No, it's really using AI to get what you see, right? It's like whatever it is that I see. So it still goes back to, I put in the chat on your YouTube, I put in the section, we need Okay, we've been using AI. Kevin said already. I love Kev. He said we've been using AI longer than we know. It's like automation. So I would just personally, what I'm using directly answer your question. I went around the world, but I
Right.
use it for photos on, say, just give me a grass, right? So I hit that button, and then if I don't like it, it may say I like it like this, and the best way to present it is like, and I'm like, no, I want to hit that meter and put it where it shouldn't be. And that's the picture everybody like. So it's always
Mm.
human intervention. We were here before AI. So I would just say, whatever AI you choose,
Mm.
go for it. Just you are the creator. Boom.
Boom. Love it, man. Love it. What about you, James? What AI solution do you have in your hidden portfolio that the folks can take advantage of?
Yeah, so I was thinking about that while you were asking, and I'll give a couple that are business centric, and another one that's more content creation, digital creation type of perspective focused. Uh, as Dan was mentioning, Opus Clip, right? That's one that I'm huge on. I agree with him. I'm an advocate for them as well. So being able to take long form content, cut it up into micro content, and share that out to various social networks, things of that nature. So that's huge for me. Really helps with the workflow. I'm all about efficiencies and workflow. So if I can cut
Mm-hmm.
out 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes of my workflow when it comes to pushing information out to the community, I'm going to look into that. And Opus Clip is huge for me in that. Perplexity AI, I mentioned that earlier as well. Very similar to ChatGPT, comes from the same neural network, right? Either using GPT-3 or GPT-4. I use Copilot attached to Perplexity AI, so I get the GPT-4 integration, and that's really setting up the foundation. Right, I'll feed it a prompt, it gives me some information, and then I build off of that the particular prompt and that information for either content ideas, for creating documents, writing proposals, whatever the case may be. Again, it just helps me with that foundation, and then I add in my own flair, my own ad libs. And another tool is Fellow. So Fellow.app is what I use. Helps manage my calendar. And the AI piece is that it also automatically records and transcribes all of my meetings from Google Meet and from Zoom. So I get the video piece and I get the audio piece and I get the transcription. And through their AI tool that's part of Fellow, it actually gives me the action items that came out of that meeting as well. So it summarizes all that information so I can be laser focused on whomever I'm talking to on a Google Meet or a Zoom session. So Fellow, Opus Clip, and Perplexity.ai are mine.
Fantastic, man. Thank you so much for sharing all that. And please, speakers, one favor I'm going to ask you guys that after the live stream, if you can go in the chat and share the direct links to everything you've shared for the solutions. I know the folks will enjoy going there and checking out the solutions that you're suggesting. And hey, Kevin, what do you use, man?
I use Google Bard quite a bit. I like the ideation, and then I can save it off. In fact, they just came out with where they rolled some extensions in, and the one that I think is pretty cool is now YouTube is connected to it. So it's a great way to kind of research things. You can just ask it to show you videos. You can actually show videos and then give me some ideas for that. It's like, oh, I didn't think about that angle. Um, I use Canva for almost everything I do graphic wise, and there's a lot of AI built into it. Some of it isn't
Mhm.
very good, but some of it is. Like their background removal is phenomenal, and their blur factor is really good. But when photos, if I want to blur the background, I just click it, and then I can adjust the amount of blur, which is really cool because I mean almost too much it just looks fake. Um, I know that, and I'm a big Google user, so they've baked it now into Google Docs, which I've played with some. Sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not. But also from a creator, one I use all the time is I edit in Final Cut Pro, and they've had this for a while at AI, but it's their voice isolation feature, and it is unbelievable how well it can make your voice pop out and reduce the background. I actually did a video and a test. I was on a busy highway and this big
Mhm.
old monster truck came rolling by, and when I turn it on, it just reduces the sound. And those are type things that I like to use to enhance the audio so people can enjoy it better. But those are the ones that come to mind for me.
Nice, nice. And now let me share with you guys what I use, right? I'm having other you guys share what you guys use. I personally use a solution. Actually, I have a few of them, but let me share a couple. One is Veed.io. Veed.io. I'm not sure you guys heard about that, but it's pretty good at helping transcribe things, video and put in the subtitles on the video instantly, and also readjusting the size of the video, making it tall, short, for reels and things like that. So Veed.io helps you do that a lot, and you can take a video and transcribe the whole thing, and now you have a text out of the video where it can use as a written blog or something like that. That's pretty nice. And also another one that I started using not long ago that I really like is called Caber.ai. Caber.ai. And now, if you didn't know, Caber.ai allows you to create motion graphics, right? So you can either upload an image or a video, and then you can give it a prompt and it will transform that into animated video, right? I'm pretty sure you've seen those things on social media, give you that animation. Or you can actually type the prompt and it will create something out of thin air. And now you have something that wasn't there before, speech, and it will take it from there and create something for you. And that is Caber.ai. And the last one I'm going to share with you guys is Design.ai. Design.ai. Now, Design.ai is pretty cool, family. And if you're into the design of things, like you want to create graphics and different things like that, Design.ai allows you to, just create your flyers or your logos or different things faster. Again, it's all about using it to complement the things that you do, not to replace what you do. And so Designs.ai does help a lot, which is pretty cool. All right, family, we're headed towards the end of our conversation tonight. I do have a couple of other questions here, just two more, and then we're out. In your opinion, right, what does the future hold for AI businesses, and how should organizations prepare for it? What do you think, James?
It's hard to tell, right? Because it's the Wild West right now. Right. There's all these companies that are out here doing something. I was just at TechCrunch Disrupt last week in San Francisco, and every single company, regardless of the industry, was doing something with AI, either medical, be either technology, be it construction or whatever. They're taking advantage of some type of artificial intelligence to help drive industry. So what is it going to hold for us? I think more ways of streamlining process, more ways of streamlining workflows. There is going to be conversation as it becomes more prolific about regulation, though. So that conversation is going to happen, if you like it or not. Somebody's going to get involved in DC, right? Because it's becoming so integrated and involved in terms of what we do on an everyday, and just making sure that these companies aren't making too much money, or these companies are watching out for our privacy. So that's coming. So be aware of those types of conversations. So you asked me what's next. Just more infiltration, I think, into our daily lives, and it's going to be somewhat transparent. It's going to get to a point where you log on to your Amazon Prime, I believe, and there's going to be some artificial intelligence telling you, oh, you like this kind of soap? Well, you know what? Right. You may like this here as well, because you buy Irish Spring. So why not do this as well? Right. So there's going to be some of those types of integrations. There's going to be just ease of use for the end consumer. And that's how it's going to continue to proliferate. But again, there's going to be some conversations, I think, about regulation of that nature. So that's short to midterm. That's 6 months to 10 months, I think. Who's after that? No one can either throw up that crystal ball, but
yeah, love it, man. Love it.
Idea.
Thank you so much. That's real. That's real, because every company now is in a way or another, incorporating artificial intelligence into their solutions, right? They're adding, that's a new ingredient that they're adding to their sauce now. So every company that tech company, is adding some type of AI aspect to what they do. And so all we can see, my humble opinion, is just get this thing grow, give it time to mature, give it time to really evolve and see where it can take us. It is an unknown, an aspect of unknown there, and so it will be hard to predict. All right, so let's continue here. Tanya, welcome back. We saw you dropped there, but we're glad that you're back with us here again. So the question that I have for you is, of course, we've gotten to the end of the show, so just share with the folks. One question is, in your opinion, what does companies that are afraid? We have not really taken the time to talk about the negative side of AI, because I didn't really want us to dwell on that. But there's still a negative side for any solution. So what would you say is, one or two things companies should be aware of when implementing AI into their solution? Take it away, Tanya.
We need to be concerned about, or we need to think about how to, I don't even want to say prevent, because I don't know if prevention is possible at this point, but we need to be aware of the fact that AI can be used for adverse reasons, such as impersonation. So from an audio, visual, any type of perspective, the media that you create can be impersonated through means AI tools. And that's something we should be at least aware of. One of the things that I found myself talking to a couple of business owners about the other day was, again, you can't put your head in the sand about this. We need to know and be aware when there are alerts that tell us, oh, hey, there's your presence, your brand, your visual image is there. So I do think businesses have to put things together, simple things like Google alerts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're adding your brand name and you're adding anything that you can use, any tool that you can use that will give you some awareness of it, at least the fact that there's content out there with your name, with your image, with your likeness, so that you can then take in that space to get that taken care of, right? So the awareness, the privacy of our data, whatever you input could potentially be output. We need to keep so being careful that we're not putting sensitive data or proprietary information and things that we don't want to see come out in somebody else's results. I think those are a couple of that I have heightened awareness about, and I feel like people to have that heightened, that they can take the steps they need to know what to do when something does pop up that they didn't want.
Wow. I couldn't have put it in a better way, Tanya. You took that home, dropped the mic. I appreciate that. And that is so real. Because people have been using technology for years now. And you always got those folks behind those veils and hoodies that try to hack into stuff and do stuff, ill-willed and everything you can think of. Right now, they're going to be like, okay, now here's a solution that can put it on steroids for me, right? So we just got to be careful and protect our assets. And yes, I love that you said that, being able to actually put system in place that will give us basic alerts, right? So we can look into being potentially replicated by a robot, now that you can just put a picture and make somebody that was mad on a picture smiling and singing. Whoo, think about that for a second. And also understanding what's real and what's not, right? What's real and what's not. Kevin is laughing.